Assuming I actually have a Sudoku to do, that's Wordle. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Sagamibo? Doo-doo-doo. Not my best showing. Reset puzzle! A Sudoku only! 2. Hmm. 3. Oh, that's a good 3. 3. 3. Nice. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 7, 7, 7, 7. And a 7. And a 7. Now, what did I remember seeing about the number before? Don't remember. Oh yeah, 2 was interesting. That makes this a 2, and that a 2. Which leaves this with a 2. Up there must be the other 2. 1 is easy. And then easy. There's another 1, there's another 1. There's a 1. Oh look, a 1. 4. 5. Last number is 4. Last number is 4. 6. There we go. 6. 4. No. That's too easy at that point. I like making mistakes. 6. Even if they're like really simple, like just, you know. That's not bad. Now for the real game. Okay. Anything? Why do I feel like I have better luck with Sudoku? Because, like, there must be something. Well, if it has to be down here, it'd be one of these two spots. And if it has to be up here, it's one of these two spots. Tell me that's what they said. It is. But they also said up here, which is wrong. Desperately wrong. So that's obvious. And then, if it's one of those two spots, blah, 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 we don't know. Let's look at 7 for a second. We got 7 up there and there. Then we need a 7 in the middle somewhere. Doesn't mean it has to be there. Got a lot of 2s, 3s, and 1s. 1 can only be here and there. That's undecided square. This one is 6, 1, 2, 3, 8. But one of them has to be an 8, obviously. The other one has to be the other 8, meaning these are not 8. Similar reasons. So that's good to know. And if 1, 2, 3, if 1, 2, and 1, 2 are here, that means they can't also be elsewhere in the row, meaning there isn't a 1 and a 2 here because it would conflict with the other 1 and 2. So this means this is not 1, 2, this is not 2, this is also not 1 and 2. That makes it easy. Well, if it's 6, 3, 6, 3, this is the only 7, that's a 7. I like your thinking. Elementary. Considering this is the only other 1 in the row, that's kind of highly sus. And then also that still means it could be anywhere. But if it's 3, then this is not 3. These can't be spaces for 3 and to go into. It's up there. So that means we have 2 spaces for the 2, the 3, and the 8. We don't know which one of them are, but that's fine. But we're working on it. And then this block only has 1, 9. So that's perfect. And then the rest cancels out. Yada yada. This block, 1, 9. No, that's not true. There's 2 9s in that block. I just scampered. Whoops. At least I caught myself. 5, 5, 5, 2, 7, 8. 6, 3. That's the only 3 in the column row. So that's easy. Interesting how that works. And then there's a 6. Right. That's good. And then we have 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, 7, 7, 2. Huh. Interesting. So considering if there was 8 and 2, we wouldn't have the room for 8 in here. So it would have to be... No, that doesn't make any sense. 8, 2, one of them would be the 8 or the 2, leaving spaces for the other 2 numbers. It doesn't matter. Oh, wait, that's a 3. That's a 6. Nice. I like it. I like it. And also, this is still undecided. But that's 9 only column. Am I wrong? It's a 9 only column. There you go. And that took the place of the 7, meaning I fucked up. I immediately saw that. I'm like, that's a 9 only column. What the actual, what do you mean? No, that means the 7 has to go there. The 9 would have to be here then. Oh, why the hell did I say 9 only column? I thought it was not for some reason. How the hell did I think that? It's a 7. It's a 9, yeah. Okay, so we got 5, 6, and 2. If 5, 2, 6, well, that means 5 can't be elsewhere in this block because it has to be up there. Because the 2, 6 has to be between these two. 5 wouldn't be also elsewhere in things, so we would say no 5, no 5, no 5. Now that helps us a lot. Okay, and if 8 is unknown. Okay. 7 in block means 7 can't be elsewhere. 6 in the block, no. 5, no. 9, no. We don't know this block. Looking elsewhere. Clover. Clover. And over. Well, if 5 in that row, it wouldn't be elsewhere in. Never mind, shut up. 4, similarly, doesn't help. Although 7 is not there, so that's something. And 9 unknown. 4? Is that the only 4 in the box? That's the only 4 in the box. So there you go. We get numbers around here. Okay, 6, 2, 6, 2, 5. Doesn't. Obviously, there's going to be an alternate somewhere. But that makes something, 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 something. If the 6 alternate means it couldn't be also 1, 1 would have to be here. 1 is most likely there because of that. But we don't know. 4 in the column. The power 4. Okay. Similarly, 6 column must be here, or all, and the other 6 must be in the other box because that's the only 6 column in, or that's the only 6 in the box. Look at, it's so easy. Nice. And then that's the only 9 in the box, right? Yep, in the box. So that's good. 7, 5, 2, 8, all random. Okay, cool, but we're getting there. Whittling it down, as they say. Okay. We need a 1 in the middle. We don't know which one is in the middle. One of them. Leaving 2, 5, and 8. 1, 2, 5, 8. This one has enough room for other numbers. I would say 1 has to go here because there's not enough numbers to tile. You have 1, 2, 5, and 8. There are no other numbers. 1 cannot be here. Also, it's most likely 2 cannot be here. Well, okay, 1 has to be somewhere in this column. Damn it, that doesn't actually prove anything for me. That is a weird trifecta of numbers. It's crazy. But if 5 must be there, it also means 5 cannot be here, question mark, yes. I mean, obviously, it will be there, so it cannot also be there. And the 2 would also be there, so that means the 2 cannot also be there. Ha 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 ha, we are reducing. Which makes it very clear now. There is a 5 here. Watson. Alright, cool. Okay, so column 3, 5, 2, 7, 1. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so then column 4. Well, 4 must be in that row column, but it doesn't mean anything else about this stuff. And 1, unknown. 9 in the box? No. 9 in a column? No. Exactly in the column. So, no. No and no. Alternatively, no. 7 in row? No. 4 in row? Yeah. 4 is unknown. Okay. Alternate 1, 3. That's an interesting pair. If it's 1, 3, and this is 1, 2, it's exactly enough that it could be either way. One, two, three, 6, 8. Yeah, that tiles the plane, so that's good. So we have 2 free, 1, 2. So the 6, 8 must, and the 2 or the 3. That's a lot of alternate. That is like it's not enough to prove anything. But it does mean there was only 2 states, and I wish I could find which one it is. If 7 column, 7 columns, 7 column. If 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 5, 5, 5, 5. 5, 2, 5, 8, 5, 1, 8, 1. If 5, 2 column, wait a second. 5, 2, 1, 8, yeah, that's just enough to tile it, but then, can't solve. 7 leaves 3, 3 column alternate. So if 8, wait, 8, 2 pair. 8, 2 pair removes all other 8s in that column. Because they must be somewhere else in these 2 boxes. It can't be elsewhere. Meaning that it cannot be here. This is not a 2, this is not a 2, this is not a 2, 8. This makes that a 4. Excellent. Good reduction. We just don't know which one the 8-2 is, but for the column, that's all that matters. I like reducing. 5 5 5 5 5 5 7 7 7 5. The problem is a lot of the alternates are like jumbled and many different like interlink. Once you link one, finish one, you should be able to finish the other. That 4 didn't help much, which is crazy. Except for now we only have one other 4, and that's this one. So that's a 4. Yay. 4 is solved. And that helped. Tiny bit. Now we just need to look here and here for the 7. 8, 2, 3, the 5, 2, 7, 9, 3, 7, 3, 7, 3. That already is resolved to something, something. The 1, 1, 1. But if 1, then doesn't 1. If 1, then doesn't 1. But it would. Elsewise. 5, 2. Um, 9 in the block. Well, that's clear. Ah, sheesh, if only I could find... Damn it, it's about picking states now, and I hate doing that. You know how I'm about pick a path. It's never the way to actually do it. Like, if I choose this, that just resolves everything, if it's correct. Sorry. Oh, wait, we're still on track. The problem is I can't see, like, all of the different permutations of the... before I start this process. So it's like it just has to start and then it will... What do you mean? It's a double pick a path. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is nuts. Well, I guess I choose 3. Then making that a 7. That's insane. That you telling me that didn't give me any information? Oh, that's nuts. Okay, I'll choose well, obviously one of these has to be one of those, right? Five, 3, 9. I mean, it's... Okay, that's annoying. Let me just finish this. Yep.